here we go. So Nancy, I don't know how familiar you are with mediaCONNECT and the platform and everything. Since we're by ourselves, you can just let me know when you have questions. Andrea is also from our office, so she's monitoring the chat for me. So she'll give me a holler if there's something you send and you prefer to communicate that way. So I'm just going to do a high-level overview of the product itself, and then let you know some back-end things, and we'll go from there. So you can find mediaCONNECT off of our homepage. It's ocmboces.org/SLS. And in the center here, we have the online resources and mediaCONNECT. So this is the new platform, and it should automatically launch this sign-in box with the Google accounts. And the main issue we've been running into with people not being able to sign on is they have their pop-ups blocked. So just check that out when people might tap you for a little issue. They've been coming to us quite a bit. So I'm just selecting my account, and we're pulling all of these email addresses from what is present in the school tool file that you're giving us nightly. So any staff member is in there. If they're in school tool, they are in this service as they've been added at the back end. And Nancy, you're from Cincinnati, correct? Did I get that right? So I think maybe Jen told you, like, it's just the writer. Why did I say Jen? See, I had the right librarian, not the right school. Yes, so Jen probably told you that this is just the streaming content. So it's a federated search of all our streaming providers. So we have Discovery Education, CCC Streaming, which has our Bill Nye content, NBC Learns, which archives NBC and Universal. Learn 360 has access to things like the Jim Henson Collection and BBC America, and it just left me Jim Henson, BBC America. Oh, it doesn't matter. There's all good stuff in there. And then we have Classroom Video on Demand, which is actually a sister product to Learn 360 with just more upper level content. And then we have the free PBS Learning Media content is included in the federated search here. Twig, TIG-TAG Junior, and TIG-TAG are all from Carolina, which does the Smithsonian kits. So while this isn't Smithsonian content, they're related, and then they're the same parent company. But it is science content. TIG-TAG Junior is specific for the littles, TIG-TAG is the middle, and Twig is the upper level. Okay, and then over here we just have a launching off point for our Overdrive ebook collection. So I'm just going to do a search here for you. My go-to search is global warming. So we have 2 results in our physical collection. So it's always going to default you to this tab right here, and that's catalog, and that's all of our physical content. So these are the things that we've maintained. We've got rid of our VHSs, but we still have our DVD collection, most of it, if it's circulating. If it doesn't, we have chucked it. And we still have our Jack Dawes kits, and also Jen is able to receive the mobile maker kits. So her logon is the only one who would be able to book that content. But if you come over here, we can book the item. So I want the DVD. For March, I'm doing a lesson on global warming, and it defaults to my site. Since I belong to OCMBOCE School Library System, it knows that's where my delivery is going to, and my request gets bumped out a little bit from the date I requested it, because we have to have time to process the order and make sure the shipping happens so that you get it in time. So if I select apply, now I've booked that item, I'll receive a confirmation email, and we'll be good to go. But if I need something right today, I would go to the Streaming Media tab. Okay, and here I see all my great content from Learn 360, Discovery Education. So I can bop right on over to Carolina. When I click to view, I'm taken right to that platform. I'm automatically authenticated into the OCM BOCES portal, and I can play this video on global warming. That's very, very dramatic music. So sorry, I don't know if you guys could hear that over the speaker. So there's that content right there. So we have all these facets along the left-hand side, and we can limit by the source. So if I know that I really like discovery content, I could click on that 206 and be directly taken to the list of discovery content. If I wanted something animated, or I want reading passages or activities, there are different types of material indexed in this catalog. So Discovery Education has a lot of things outside of just the videos. Same for Infobase. Infobase, you don't know what that means. Infobase is Learn 360 in Classroom Video on Demand. So they're all in there. You can just limit by those, and then again, click to view will take you right directly to that segment. We do have the option to create lists. So if I go to my favorites right now, you'll see a couple lists that I have created, and I've shared out with everyone. So driver's ed, so the filled in heart means that's just the list that I'm on. And if I go to share, you'll see that I've shared this with the entire system. So when you're logged on to your mediaCONNECT, you will, and you go to my favorites, you will see those lists, and it'll say driver's ed, in parentheses, Allison Combs next to it. So you'll have access to those materials. These are videos that we own the digital rights to and host on Ensemble ourselves. So if we go out to Driving Behind the Wheel, and we click here to view, and my screen just went blank again, so that's, okay, there we are. It's those human relations media videos. So that's one of our very popular, we get, especially for summer school driver's education programs, these DVDs are constantly being out in the world. So now that we have them streaming, we're really happy about that. We also have this puberty collection from Human Relations Media. That's a big part of the health curriculum. And so we've curated this list for you and have all the parts of that series in here. And then these are some lists that I just created as examples. So again, if I'm creating a list, I'm really sorry, my screen keeps going blank and I think it's just being wonky. Okay, so global warming, I'll perform that search again. And I go to streaming media. And since I already have a list established, I can click add to favorite. And I can pick my list from the dropdown, and I'm going to do my global warming, or if I was creating a new list, new favorite titles. So again, if you share your favorite list, again, my screen is blank. This is just, rough morning. Computer's having some troubles. Cancel. If I go back to my favorites and I'm selecting share, if I only wanted to share with people in my building, I would click the sites box. So I shared this with Andrea because she's in my building. So she's going to see this list. You will not, because it's not being shared at the system level. So it's a great way for sharing across the building. I'm trying to think what else we can. Historical, we have our booking history in here. So if I want to book this again next year at the same time, I just hit book, and then I'll be able to book that same item again. Then I can go to my borrowing history, and that's all of my bookings. So I can see that in the future, I have the Erie Canal Jack Dawes kit. And I can edit that or cancel that booking from this system. the platform has a lot of neat embedded things like emailing when your title is about, or your physical item is about to be due. So it hopefully will make sure that people get their items back in time, and then we can get them on to the next person. So that's just what's available within the system. I kind of had this webinar because I heard there were specific questions from the tech directors, and I'm not sure if they were related to the Google SSO portion or the files we were getting from School Tool. So Nancy, did you have any specific questions regarding the platform that I can answer for you? Not seeing anything. Oh, awesome. I'm glad you, now the more you know. I just need that star to shoot across my screen, right? Yeah, and if you have any questions, or if you guys want to have me and Jen kind of do a PD, little maybe an after school or staff development day, superintendent's day, whatever, I'm happy to come on down to Ryder. So thank you so much, Nancy. Have a good one.